Why couldn't that be? I think that would make more sense because you find in verse 22 that it says, which are all for destruction with the using, after the commands and teachings of men. Now, would you call celebrating the Sabbath and the new moons and the biblical holidays commandments of men? That seems to be in complete denial of the divine origin of the Torah, of the law of Moses in the Hebrew Bible, which Christians are supposedly presumed to believe and recognize as authoritative. Why do I say that? Well, throughout the Hebrew Bible you find passage after passage which bears witness to the eternal immutability of these commandments regarding the Sabbath and various holidays. One example you can find in Exodus chapter 31, 15 through 17. The Sabbath was established as a everlasting covenant with the people of Israel, specifying that it's the seventh day of the week and not the first, in verse 15. For 6 days work will be done, but on the seventh day there is to be a Sabbath of complete rest. Verse 16. So the sons of Israel shall observe the Sabbath, to celebrate the Sabbath in all their generations as an everlasting covenant. I do believe that the Jewish people still have generations. They are still on the earth, to the sorrow of those who hate them. And if they are still on the earth, then the everlasting covenant made with them is also still an everlasting covenant. In addition to this, if you want to say that the Almighty decided to change this law or any other law, then he has become a liar for decreeing that this covenant is everlasting. But it states in Numbers chapter 19, 29 I think it is, it says, for I am God and not a man. Actually, that's Hosea chapter 11 verse 9. In Numbers it says, translated it wrong the other time. That is, God is not a man that he should lie. So if you want to say that the Lord of the Sabbath came and nullified this law, well then this Lord of the Sabbath also lied and can't be trusted, because he had already commanded the Sabbath as an everlasting covenant upon the people of Israel. Just do a search through any Bible search engine for everlasting covenant or everlasting commandment, statute or decree. If you can't find it, then it's probably due to a play with words in the translations, where they like to inconsistently translate the Hebrew terms for everlasting, eternal, by similar synonyms in English which seem less strong in their meaning, such as perpetual or unending, which have the same meaning but don't jump out to the eye so much. You can compare these places where they translate perpetual to other places where the same translations translate eternal and everlasting and see that it's the same term. There are plenty of resources on the internet to be able to do that. May we all return to the ways of the Almighty. And as it says in Jeremiah chapter 10, with regard to cutting down trees from a forest and decorating it with silver and gold and fastening it so that it did not topple over, may we all return to the ways of the Creator, the God of Israel, in whom is unchanging truth and who alone is trustworthy in all his ways, and abandon the falsehood of our fathers and no longer walk in the false, deceptive ways of the nations of old. Blessed is he who preserves us in his way and grants guidance to all those who seek it.